Welcome back. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a video, so wanted to just kind of do a general update. I've had some ideas for videos. I've had some things that I've wanted to do. It's been a crazy year. There's just no two ways about it. So let's go with a happy holidays video. Recording this was just a little over a week before Christmas. We have been very busy. Let's kind of go back, and I know I did kind of those videos talking about what trucking was like, what tanker at Prime was like early on during 2020. Right now, it was about the middle of summer on, things picked up quite a bit, and we have had a lot of freight. Business is up, I would imagine, with just about all of our customers. I know initially Prime did some videos, and we had some things talking about a couple of customers that were not really food related who kind of slowed down. And when I talk about that, Prime hauls, we now have two divisions within Tanker, two segments within Tanker. I don't know if they're explicitly called two different divisions, but we have the food grade side and we have the inedible side. And all the food grade stuff is typically food, except for parts that aren't food. And I know that maybe doesn't make a lot of sense. But there's a couple of places we deliver. There's a scientific company that uses canola oil to manufacture plastic. So they get food grade items, but they're not manufacturing food. There are candle companies that we work with that get soybean oil, that make candles out of soybean oil. So they're getting a food grade product. Customers like that, from my understanding, in the early part of 2020, were the ones that tended to slow down. Obviously, anything food grade, people are eating at home a ton more than they ever have been. Not as much eating out. And we go to a ton of bakeries still. We go to places that, we go to, there's a pizza place that we go, a couple of pizza places that we go, that they're not only manufacturing for restaurants that sell pizza, but for the in-home pizza side as well. And that can be, anything that goes into baking the crust to, manufacturing the cheese, to the sauces, to whatever. Those places, people have to eat. That's one thing I've always said about tanker at Prime and food grade stuff. Those industries stayed fairly strong in the first part of 2020. And then once businesses started opening back up again, and I know, we're by no means out of 2020 and what's going on in the world, but businesses are much more open than they were in the initial part of things being shut down. But we've been very busy, and that's the upshot of what I'm trying to get at. Freight has been extremely solid through certainly the second half of this year. If you want to drive, there's been opportunities for freight in the tanker division. I've always said about what I do that we're always accepting people to drive in Decatur. For the first time since I've been doing this, and I've been doing this for over 5.5 years, I'll be coming up and I'll be doing my 6 years with Prime video in just a couple of months. For the first time since I've been in Decatur, we have a waiting list to do dedicated in Decatur and Bellevue, Decatur, Indiana, Bellevue, Ohio. So I see that as a positive sign, where we're busy, we have freight, but there's people who still want to come here, which means there's opportunities on the over-the-road side. There's also opportunities in that inedible side. We're expanding the business. Prime is expanding the business in other markets. If you follow Prime's YouTube page, and I suggest that you do, through much of the year they've been putting out weekly videos. And several weeks back, there was a video talking about some expansion out west in Washington State, that area where Prime basically has never had tanker business before, and we now do have a group of drivers that are doing some business in the West Coast, the Pacific Northwest. So that's very positive. So if this is something that you're thinking about doing, tanker specifically at Prime, now is as good a time as any. And I've always said, if you want to come and learn to drive truck, winter is the best time to do it. I personally started in early January. My official hire date, because when you're going and getting your CDL, that's not counted as employment. You're a trainee at that point. But my official hire date is in February. But you get a lot of winter driving during training. So to come in December, to come in January, is the perfect opportunity, because you're going to get all that winter training with a trainer, and you're going to be an over the road driver during the majority of that. So if you're thinking at all about coming, now is the time to decide to do it. If you want to stay home for the holidays, certainly understandable. And then that's what I did. I had basically made the decision around about this time 6 years ago, in 2015. In 2014, sorry, and then in January of 2015 is when I came to Prime, and I said I wanted to come now, but I wanted to stay home for the holidays. And then it was, I think it was January 9th was my orientation start date. And now my official date for hire, because after you finish your CDL training is when your hire date is in February. So now's the perfect time, and again, you'll get all that training during the winter months. It's 35,000 miles after you get your CDL if you go through the CDL program. In the tanker division, it's 50,000 miles if you want to do reefer or flatbed or intermodal. But it's a good time. There's a lot of freight. It's not just on the tanker side. And if you've ever thought about it, I would highly recommend coming to Prime. And this is, like I said, it's just, we have freight, and the industry is changing. There's been a lot of regulations introduced, and Prime has done a good job of staying on top of all of that. So highly encourage you to take a look, and if you've thought about it, now's the time to do it. If you have thought about it, I do have a link in the description of this video. It will take you right to the application, so you don't have to go searching for it. I don't want to beleaguer the point here on this. Like I said, I have some other topics. I'm going to try and do better on getting some of those things covered in the future. So I'll try and do better on getting some videos up. I know it's been a while since I put one out, but I just wanted to say happy holidays. Thank you to all my subscribers and watchers, everyone who has taken the time to watch me throughout the last several years of putting these videos out. And I just wanted to get something out before Christmas. So thanks for watching. I'll try to do better, get some more videos out shortly. Hope everyone is doing well, staying healthy. And that's the other thing. Prime is doing a great job with staying on top of protocols for everyone staying healthy. So I can't give them enough props as well. So thanks for watching. Good luck. If this is something you're looking to do, click the link in the description. It'll take you right to the application. And if you have any questions, obviously you can comment down below. There's an email down there. You can, if you don't want a public question, I'll do my best as always to try and answer in those comments. But if you want to send something directly to me, send it to that email as well. Thanks for watching, and I will try to get back to you a little quicker with more videos in the very near future. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We'll talk to you soon.